Yeah, I'm ready.
Good.
You ready, Brittany?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Welcome back, Ev. Oh, nope. I'm gonna redo that.
Okay. Take two.
Take two. And we have to do like a couple second pause in between. I don't even know what I was gonna say. It was not OSLP. So ridiculous. All right. Welcome back, OSLP family.
Hey, welcome.
So this is our Sleeve Life podcast, and you're listening to Mel.
And I'm Kelly.
Yeah, and we have a special guest today.
Yes.
We are so excited. She's one of our followers. We've been following her since we've been pretty much on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's lost a lot of weight, and she had plastic surgery.
Which we are so interested in.
Yeah.
Because we are still on the fence. So
I think she actually inspired me to be like, yes, I'm fucking doing it through her photos. Like
yes.
I was literally just telling Kelly about it. So so we want to welcome Brittany.
Yes, welcome in. Yay! Thank you so much for being on. We're so excited to talk to you.
I'm excited.
You'll
get surgery. I hope I inspire you.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
you are already so inspirational. Just seeing your posts and your story, like it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't post as much as I used to, but I feel like I take the same pictures every day.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and you're local too, which is really cool. Like,
yes,
I wish if it wasn't COVID, like I'd have you in the studio right
like
now.
An hour south, I think.
Yeah. Because you're in Eugene, right?
Yeah, right outside Eugene.
Awesome.
Go Ducks.
I hate football, but I'm a Duck fan.
Right? I feel like in Oregon, it's like you have to be either a Duck or a Beaver. It doesn't matter if you actually like football, you just have to be one or the other.
I switched sides. I used to be a Beaver fan.
Oh yeah.
Well, you switched to the right side. Gotta love the Ducks. Gotta love the green and yellow.
You from Oregon like 100% since you were a kid?
Yes, I was born and raised in Eugene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
very
long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, where did your journey really begin for this whole process of just like being overweight? Was it always a thing as a kid, or did it kind of flip on you?
Yeah, I've always been not really like obese when I was a kid, but I was always the bigger one out of like all my friends. I was like a size 12. I remember in high school. But looking back, I looked tiny.
Yeah.
I was gigantic. But after having all my kids, I gained like 100 pounds each and then lost it and then gained it again. And then I kept losing and gaining, and then everything started falling apart from there.
Yeah. How many kids do you have?
I have 3 kids and 2 stepkids.
All
so
right.
5, but
you got a busy household.
Yeah. But I only gave birth to 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, wow. So after my last one, I was like over 300 pounds and miserable. So
yeah.
And I never had the insurance for surgery, is why I never got it, because I would have had it like 5 or so years before.
Oh, okay. How long post-op are you?
Just a year and like 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like October of 2019.
Okay. Yeah. And where did you go for your surgery?
I went to Peace Health Bariatrics in Springfield.
Okay. Nice. And you liked them?
Yeah, I loved them. There's only 2 surgeons there, but the one I had, I loved him.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, what was your highest weight? Do you remember?
313.2.
Okay. And what are you at now?
Like 165.
Wow. Yeah, right. I think everybody's like that. I feel like there's a 10-pound grace period. You're like,
yeah, usually... I was at the top of that like last week.
Oh, and then you go down, and then you go. Yeah, I feel like as long as you stay within that range, like most people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't weigh myself daily anymore. I weighed myself for like a year and a half straight.
Oh yeah.
But I don't, like maybe once a week, if that.
Okay. And it's more of like maintaining where you're at. Okay.
Or not, I don't want to see what it says, so I don't look at it.
Understandable.
I feel like we could be there too.
Yeah.
Was 165 your goal weight?
Actually 144 is my goal weight, but
Okay.
I haven't been actively trying to get there recently.
Okay. Are you
I still want to.
Okay. I was gonna say, are you kind of happy where you're at? Or you like, do you feel, obviously you're more comfortable than at 313?
Yeah, I like the size that I am now, but I feel like I'm too close to that range where I don't want to gain any more weight.
Okay.
So I thought if I went on the lower side of it, I'd have a little more like wiggle room if I did gain some weight.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What was your pre-op like?
Well, I started at the Peace Health program. I had the 6 months of the diet nutrition classes, and I started in February of 19. Okay. And I lost like 86 pounds in my pre-op because I just went full on.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was like on a sleeve diet before I had the surgery.
Oh, well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
Yeah. So I've gained or lost more before surgery than I did. I think it's like 50-ish pounds after surgery. So it was a really small number, but it's kept it off. Yeah. And that's the reason I wanted to do it, because I always gained weight back every time I lost it. Like, I lost like 100 pounds twice and then gained it back.
Okay. Oh, no. Is that your phone?
Yeah, I'm going to turn it off.
Okay. I was like, we were like, oh, it'll pick up on the... Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was us for a second.
I was like, nope, my laptop is on do not disturb. So
I love it.
I'm good. I do need to plug in my computer though. So hold on.
I'm gonna pause for a hot second.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys can actually,
we can go to we'll go to a break.
Okay.
So it's time for a break. And we're back. So we'll have that in there for everyone. So Kelly's plugging in her laptop-aroo.
A laptop-aroo.
That's right. Because we were on with Ethan for
2 hours.
Like a while. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know who that was until I clicked on the link you guys posted, and I recognized him from the girl he used to date. I forgot who it was.
I don't know.
Who was it?
I can't remember her name. She's really popular on Instagram. She had plastic surgery, I think.
Oh, cool.
Huh. I'm sure you know her. She's like one of the big like girls on there.
Okay.
I can't think of it.
Your influencers.
I'm trying to think of the
Des. Maybe it was Des.
Woke Up Like Des?
Yeah. I think that they dated.
Oh.
We did not talk about his dating life.
No, we did not.
It was like a couple years ago.
He did not want to talk about it. So
we did not.
Yeah. We were curious.
Anyways. And we're back from a break.
No.
So I would can we go back a little bit to where like what made you want to have the surgery? Like what was like your reasoning of why? What was the breaking point on you?
I think I just felt miserable like daily. I would wake up and I would hate looking in the mirror. And then I'd hate clothes. I don't know, like even being out in public, I just felt big. Like I didn't fit. But I felt like that for years. I think my self-confidence was just gone for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I just never had the insurance because I wanted to do this so long. And I finally got insurance and like started the program like that 2 months later. I was ready.
So like with the health insurance, was that like through your work or did you get like the organs plan? Because I think
yeah, so I had insurance privately that didn't cover the surgery for a couple of years, and then I finally got onto the Oregon Health Plan, and that's why they covered it.
That's awesome.
I know I had to like not have enough income for a while so I could qualify.
Oh,
well, I was just gonna say that I think it's just important for people to know like they do offer these things. Like some people just think state assistance isn't good for your healthcare, but actually they have a lot of awesome benefits.
Yeah, it's been amazing. They covered so much of like my surgery and my aftercare. Like nothing has been out of pocket so far.
Oh, wow. That's great. That's great.
And you said you did 6 months worth of treatment of the pre-op. Did you have any like
9 months after waiting, and then they have to like go another month to get a date, and it was like a 9-month process.
Did you have to do any therapy or anything?
Yeah, they required one visit, I think, in the beginning with the psychiatrist, I think it was. Okay. And she wanted a follow-up meeting, but I only went to one, and then she cleared me for surgery.
Wow.
Nice.
I think she was worried about me restricting myself too much and losing too much weight because of how I was doing so well before surgery.
Okay.
So she just wanted to make sure that I could control that afterwards.
Okay.
I think I eat too much.
No.
So
Well, I feel like all of us do that. Like, oh, I ate too much. And then you look at it and you're like, oh,
it wasn't
that bad.
Yeah. Like, once you track it, you're like, oh, never mind. Just joking.
Yeah. Cause I feel like we're like, once you hit your where your stomach's so right, like, yeah, like it's like 3 to 4 ounces at a time is kind of what I'm finding.
Yeah. And then I eat that and I get full and then I'll eat more of it in like an hour.
Oh, I do the same thing.
Yeah. I was telling Kelly that kind of messes with me because like that's what I do. And then I feel like I'm eating so much because I feel like I'm always eating.
Yeah.
But it's
I
the
feel
same
the same
thing.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's such a mind fuck, man.
I definitely feel that hunger, or maybe not the hunger, but like I'll be like, okay, I can eat more type of situation. Like, okay, I ate like a quarter of this, so now I can have the rest of it. And then, and then you work on it for all day.
Yeah, I got a breakfast like wrap from Starbucks and I ate it for breakfast and a snack and lunch and like 3 meals.
Yeah.
See, you're not eating too much.
No. You're totally fine.
I felt like I was full.
Yeah.
So having surgery, what was it like going in for you? Was it easy? Like, just were you nervous?
Like at the hospital, like for the actual surgery?
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
Anesthesia, I think that was the scary part.
Okay.
So yeah, and later on, like when I went to Mexico, that surgery was not scary at all compared to my VSG. I have no idea why, but I was terrified to go in there. Like,
had you had surgery before? Any surgeries?
Yeah, I had my C-sections and I've had a hysterectomy. So I was just in there a year prior to my VSG.
Oh, okay.
It went well. I've never had any issues with anesthesia before, but I was just a nervous wreck.
So no complications or anything?
No.
That's awesome.
Well, I feel like kind of like when you're going in to do weight loss surgery, it's kind of panicky because you're not quite sure what it's going to be like after, you know.
I was terrified like the first week. And then, like, what did I do to myself? Like, I think everybody goes through that. Like, oh my gosh, I can't eat. Like, I can't drink.
And those first 2 weeks of liquids, like, that's hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was regretting it for like a good week.
Yeah.
So did you have to do 2 weeks prior to surgery too and 2 weeks after?
Like, I think it was 2 weeks. They just wanted me to do 2 shakes and a light meal. So I got to eat every day.
Oh,
and
nice.
I had a last meal like 2 weeks before surgery. I ate all you can eat wings.
Nice.
That's a perfect meal. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, that was worth it.
I think we all did, kind of like a funeral for our food, in some sort of way.
Oh,
saying goodbye.
I definitely did. I had a list of the foods that I wanted to say goodbye to. And my last meal was melting pot.
I've never been there. I've heard of it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so good. And
like cheese and
everything. But it's like magical. It's so good. Their teriyaki sirloin is like the best thing ever.
Oh, I have to try.
Do they have one of those in Salem?
No, it's in Portland. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a drive for you. And it's kind of a spendy dinner. Yeah. Like, you probably won't walk out of there for under 100.
Yeah, per person.
Yeah, so don't take the kids.
No?
For a couple. Yeah, don't take the kids. But you can also it's a date night thing.
Yeah.
But you can also tell them that you had weight loss surgery and they'll allow you to order off the kids menu.
Oh, nice.
Which is nice because it's like $15.
Oh, that's a hell of a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
So yeah, it's definitely worth that.
We should all just go when the COVID's over.
Definitely.
And go to Melting Pot together.
I might just go eat outside.
Yes. Yes. You're like, hey, excuse me.
Outside, like inside. I don't know if they have a tent.
No, they don't. They're actually like you walk over and then it's underground.
Yeah. So I don't even think they do anything.
Yeah. I haven't gotten an email that they're closed, but I don't know. I get the emails because I'm obsessed. Like, every birthday, every anniversary, like that's where I want to go because it's so good. And their gorgonzola sauce is
she's in love with that sauce.
So good. It's so good. So okay.
Sorry.
Back onto the non-meal.
This food porn over here.
Yes. I'm like drooling. No problem. Don't mind me. I'm just dreaming a melting pot.
So you did 2 weeks of liquid before surgery, and then you did 2 weeks after.
Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks, and then I kind of put myself on soft foods because my surgeon wasn't really strict.
Okay.
And they suggested 2 weeks, and then you can introduce like cottage cheese or I don't know. I had like oatmeal maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember when I was eating. Yeah. And cream of wheat, that was amazing. And like this much, like a little tiny container.
Definitely.
It's like a sauce container.
Yeah.
What was your first thing that you ate outside liquid?
I think I started with sugar-free pudding that I put what's GenPro protein into.
Okay.
Yeah. It was disgusting.
Oh, well,
I hated GenPro, but the pudding was really good.
Good to know because I haven't tried it, but I heard that it was good. So I don't know.
In the sugar-free pudding that kind of masked the taste, but I put it in split pea soup and I couldn't eat it. It was gross.
Oh,
yeah. Some of those like ones that you mix with actual food does not go well.
No,
like they just need to be in a protein shake and be what it is.
Just drink a protein shake.
No.
Yeah, I think it's still in my pantry full because I didn't use it.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's funny. Yeah.
Oh man,
I have so many of those. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's been a little while. So you put yourself on the soft foods. How is it transitioning into real food?
I didn't have any issues. Thankfully. Okay. Like when I started eating, I just couldn't eat very much, which is normal.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the first real food I ate. Yeah, it's been like a little over a year. So it's probably like chicken.
Okay.
I started eating because I eat chicken all the time, but I didn't have any problems with it. I just didn't eat a lot of it because I didn't want to get sick. I was really cautious.
Did you have any like problems at all with food? Like, was there anything that you just couldn't have anymore, or?
No, the only thing that I remember was I had eat eggs in the morning, or I used to, and I could never finish a full egg. It would make me really full, but I could still eat like a half of one.
Okay.
Yeah, I was told I wouldn't be able to eat like dry meat, like chicken breast or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been eating it since I could go to food.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. And everybody's different because like I can't eat dry meat.
Yeah.
But I can't, like, I have to have sauce to go with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
I like sauce too.
That's probably why.
You're a sauce girl.
Yeah, I will douse my meat in sauce.
Saucy girl.
Don't mind me. I'm cracking myself up
you're
over
just
here.
Dousing your meat.
I'm dousing my meat in sauce.
How big's your meat, Kelly?
It's pretty big.
Okay.
It's 3 to 4 ounces.
3 or 4 ounces worth of meat.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah.
It's impressive. I think mine's only like 2 ounces now.
I love
it. So how was your support? How was your support system?
Yeah, what was it like?
I think I had good support. My husband was my like biggest supporter. He still supports it, but my family I think knew not to tell me anything bad because I wouldn't listen to them.
Good. That's good.
I mean, my mom was on board, but no one really had any bad opinions, or they just didn't share them with me.
Okay. Which
they did.
I mean, can be a blessing.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, sometimes I wish people would say something so I could stand up for myself, but they just don't do it.
They just know.
You already have the confidence. They're like, nope, not gonna say shit.
Not gonna go there.
There was somebody, I think it was my cousin, that was scared for me, but it wasn't like she didn't want me to do it. She just was worried about going through surgery, but she just gave me her opinion. It wasn't a bad one. A concerning one, maybe.
Yeah.
And those are the ones you need, like, because then that shows that they care.
Yeah. My mom was like that. She was very concerned for what was going to happen. She didn't, and then I brought her in to see my surgeon. She asked all her questions, and then she was totally fine. So, because I was like, you either get on board or not, but I'm doing it either way. So,
yeah, I feel like it's a pretty common surgery too nowadays.
Yeah, it's actually
people.
What is it? What did they say? It's safer than gallbladder surgery.
Wow.
Yeah,
I have that too.
Yeah, I did too.
Before or after surgery?
It was almost 13 years ago. It was after my first baby.
Okay,
gotcha.
So with the support and did your food as a household change?
Oh, I put them all on a diet.
Awesome.
Like when I started.
That's probably why you killed it.
Yeah.
So well.
Yeah, my kids aren't picky. I know I've got 5 of them, but if they don't eat what I make, then they don't eat. So they learned, oh yay, we get healthy food.
Well, that's why they're not picky, because I actually hate it when like my mom would say about my brother, and I hear it all the time with like parents. I'm like, no, you're just letting them like rule you when it comes to what they want to eat. It's like
I agree. Yeah,
like just make the food. If they eat it, they eat it. They don't, they don't. But
because they're gonna eat it before they starve.
Yeah,
so it's fine.
And they do.
And they definitely
never starved.
Yeah, and they will eventually then they'll start liking a ton of different types of food.
Yeah, my 3-year-old eats onions like an apple. She'll come when I'm cutting an onion up for dinner. She'll just grab like a half of it and start eating.
That's
disgusting.
Amazing, right?
That's so
I
funny.
couldn't do it, but I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, more power to her, man. She's gonna be good.
So what?
Yeah, she sounds like it.
So did you just have to like purge the house? Like how did that all go down?
So before, I never really brought like junk food into the house. I usually just ate it. Like I'd buy candy or something and I'd eat it and then it'd be gone.
Okay.
But I never bought like sugary soda or juice or chips. Okay. So it wasn't really hard to get it out of the house. I just had to stop buying it in the moment. Like when the kids are at the store, I wouldn't just buy them candy or buy myself M&Ms because I used to eat those all the time.
Oh yeah, those are
like
addicting.
Daily. Like peanut butter M&Ms.
I was just gonna say that peanut butter M&Ms, and I would sit there and I would like suck on them until the outer the coating was gone, and then you just crunch through the. Yeah, I had a whole system.
Yeah. I love it.
I never had a system. I just ate the whole bag.
You were just like, arr, arr.
Yeah. I totally get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it. Because what was like your food, like your trigger food? Like, did you have one?
I think it was chicken strips and ranch.
Okay.
I still love chicken strips. I've had it once since surgery. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I eat chicken strips pretty regularly.
I'll say I just had some 2 nights ago.
I think it's just the fried crunchy part and the ranch that gets me. I used to eat it every day.
Yeah. Ranch goes with everything.
I think that's the deal. It's like having going through this process, you get a variety of foods now that you can eat. And so like I definitely have chicken strips with ranch when I order it. Like that's gonna happen. Yeah. But I don't have it all that often because it's very random food that we don't really eat on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So
like once in a while. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my favorite ones were from a market that's like a block away from my house. So I'd always stop there. But I stopped stopping there. So now I don't eat them every day. It was just so convenient to go in there and get like 2 huge chicken strips and like eat them for a snack. It was so bad.
And now you're like, I can barely eat one.
Oh, I know. I couldn't eat like half of it. It was huge.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Got it.
So funny.
So that was your trigger food.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we're kind of moving on to hitting goal weight, starting thinking about plastic surgery. What was your thoughts when you first started, or did you always know you were going to have plastic surgery?
Looking back, I think I always knew I was going to have it, but I never planned, like I didn't save up for it like I should have. But I always wanted it because after my 3 C-sections, I had a gross stomach and I always hated that. Even when I was big, it was like fuller, I guess. Okay. And then when I lost my weight, it shrunk, but it was still there. It was just like deflated. So like that's been my number one. Yeah, my number one insecurity for like 10 years now. So I tried to get it removed, like a paniculectomy, I think they call it.
Panty?
Yeah, before I was when I lost weight. And I tried and tried and tried, and no one would ever do it. But now I understand why. I was nowhere near being ready to have a surgery.
Yeah.
I was like almost 300 pounds.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, like so before I had weight loss surgery.
Before you had weight loss surgery. So they wanted you to wait because they're like, hey, like we'd rather just take the skin off. Yeah.
They're like, I would recommend you had weight loss surgery and do this. And I was always irritated. I was like, no, I just want this.
Yeah.
Just cut it off.
I don't blame you. It's hard when you just want it fixed and you don't really care how it gets fixed. But
yeah, I had myself convinced that if that was gone, I'd be happy with my body, but I don't think I would have been.
Looking back now at where you're at.
Because I thought that was my issue. But
I see.
It was way more than that. It was a lot deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what did you find out about yourself going through this process?
That's a hard one.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I think my confidence that I've had that was always hidden is now like crazy. Okay. I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
And that and shopping.
Oh yeah, shopping's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the confidence. Like I just don't hate myself every morning anymore.
That's
it's so bad. Like that was a lot of years doing that I didn't realize until after I'd lost weight, and I realized how miserable I was, but I couldn't really feel it like all those years. It's hard to explain.
Like I've been doing this with Kelly a lot lately. It's like looking back, you're like, oh, I wasn't happy.
Yeah,
I thought I was happy, sad,
but
I thought I was.
Yeah, I was not happy.
Yeah.
No, because once you go through this process and you are finding that confidence about yourself and you're finding like new things to do and you're just like, what was I wasn't even close. I wasn't even close to being happy. Not at all.
No one understands that. Like people that haven't been through that have no idea. And it's hard to explain to them how better you feel or like how different you feel.
Well, and it's not just weight loss. It's like, it's just a whole mind journey that you go through. It's, yes, a big portion of it is your appearance and your weight loss, but you have to go through that in order to discover who you are.
Yeah. Cause like, I know I was a emotional eater. Like I didn't want to admit that I was an emotional eater, but I definitely was. And I can totally see it now, but like when you're in it, you're just in it. It's like an abusive relationship with yourself. Like you just, you're just hiding from yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm still in denial for that because I still don't feel like I was an emotional eater. I think I just loved food and I would just eat it because I like tasted really good.
That's how I was. Like I wanted what I wanted. Yeah. I mean, I emotionally ate sometimes, but the majority of the time I just wanted food.
Yeah, like I just wanted to eat
I like food.
Sugar or fried food tasted so good.
Yeah. Ranch with everything.
I should have never made ranch.
Then no, do not make ranch. So I feel like everybody, like some people are emotional eaters. Some people are more just, it tastes good. So I want it.
Yeah. And I didn't care about gaining weight. So I just ate whenever I wanted and however I wanted.
I was exactly the same.
I totally get that.
Yep. So with the surgery, where did you go? For your
I went to Tijuana, Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us all about that. We want to know all the things.
Yeah, what made you decide there and like how'd you find it?
I'm broke. It was so expensive to do it here. I don't think I ever would have done it if I didn't go to Mexico.
Okay.
But I started looking at surgeons like before I even had before I had bariatric surgery because I knew that I was going to need it eventually. So I followed a couple girls on Instagram that had surgery in Mexico and followed their surgeons. And I found one that wasn't one of those, but it was the one I went to, and she was amazing. But I followed her for like a year and a half, I think. And I felt really confident going down there, but people gave me all of their opinions on that surgery more than they did the weight loss surgery.
Interesting.
Just because of being in Tijuana, however you say it.
I think it's Tijuana.
It's Tijuana.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your surgeon's name?
Carmina Cardenas.
Okay.
I can't speak Spanish.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, some people are so scared, but like we keep hearing amazing things. So
yeah, we haven't. I mean,
loved it.
Yeah. Well, and then you get kind of a vacation.
Yeah.
Too.
I wish I could. I want to go back again for a second round. I'm saving up money this time.
Okay.
But I want to go when it's warmer. And it was pretty cold.
Oh, okay. Do you mind us asking what the cost difference between doing it?
Yeah, I know we all.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
That's one of my notes I wrote down.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, because I'm curious on what the cost difference was.
Because did you look in Oregon for a little while and just like how much was that? Like
so I never looked out of pocket in the US. I just looked like what other people had gotten quoted for.
Okay.
I was trying to get some stuff with insurance, so I never actually went out of pocket pricing. But I was told that it was like $30,000 to $40,000 for like a couple of the procedures I had. Okay. And I ended up paying. My quote was $13,800 in Mexico.
Wow. Nice.
And there was like 7 different procedures in one, so I feel like I got way more for the price.
Yeah, because you did a lot of different surgeries, right?
Yeah. She combines, I think it's 7 different types of procedures. Okay. I have that too. If you want to know what those are.
I would like to know the ones that you got.
Yeah. Because you got a lot of work done, and I know a lot of people are interested in like what exactly you did.
So they called it a royal body lift. Okay. And then I had the one that went up the middle of my stomach, so that was a little extra. So they did muscle repair, like a tummy tuck, and then they go all the way around your like a belt to lift up the lower part. And that gives you like an outer thigh lift in the process. Oh. And then they do lipo to everywhere but your abdomen, so like your waist and the back, like your lower back, and then they put that into your butt.
Oh.
They put the fat into your butt?
Yeah, so they do fat transfer, which is another procedure. They'll put it in your hips and in your butt to give you a shape.
Okay.
Like that hourglass shape. Yeah. Okay.
And then they also like do the Mons lift, like your pubic area. So that's included. And I think that's it.
That's a lot of procedures.
That is.
She does this thing. It's called I can't even pronounce this, but it's like the skin on your lower back. They'll pull it up and make it look like you have a butt. It's called a flap, a gluteal flap.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Interesting.
This is after really losing all that weight, I had like no shape, no hips, no butt, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're like, I want to get all of these things done, and you were able to get them all done in one surgery?
Yeah, surgery took I think 7 hours, 7 or 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was amazing.
And so that was 11,800 for those surgeries.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. And so like, how does that work? Like, do you get there a few days early? Do you have to fly down there? Is there any like procedural things you have to go through to even just do surgery in Mexico?
Yeah. So with all the COVID stuff, I had a little extra, like testing and things before I could even go down. But 6 weeks before surgery, I had to get my surgeon a list of labs that she requested. And I just went to my primary here and told her what I was doing and gave her the list, and she ordered everything for me. I had to get like a MRSA test and like a regular blood count and all that stuff. And then they make you go through a MRSA screening for like 4 weeks, I think. So you wash every day and you do mouthwash and bunch of things so you don't take MRSA with you.
Oh, yeah, because it's highly contagious.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they do it even if you test negative, they still have you do it just as a precaution.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That they're aware of what needs to be done.
Right. That makes me comfortable.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I went with this surgeon is she's so like super safe. I feel like she pushes safety, and she doesn't have like a crazy infection or death rate or anything weird.
Yes,
definitely
that's good.
Research that part because I was scared.
Yeah.
I mean, I had that scared feeling going to Mexico like everyone else probably had or feels like, oh my gosh, don't go down there. But afterwards it changed completely.
So how, like, did you just call the office or how do you get this all started?
She has a website or Instagram. You can email her. I emailed pictures and she reviewed everything and gave me a quote, like a voice memo she emailed me.
Oh wow.
Nice. Yeah, it was like 30 minutes long. She talked about what she wanted to do and what she recommended, and I don't know, she's really sweet.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
so
that's really cool.
Take a video of yourself basically, and then she's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And she's actually a weight loss patient. I forgot to mention that. I thought that was awesome.
That is really cool.
That's super helpful.
Yeah, so she's like feminine and she like wants to give you curves, which I liked, instead of like a male surgeon just chops you up, and I feel like they don't have that touch.
Yeah.
The same as a woman.
Yeah.
Would know.
I don't know why that's sexist.
It is a little sexist because that one surgeon that was on Dr. Dovak on the Life Beyond the Sleep.
Yes.
He was all about making sure you had shape.
Okay.
Because he is a specialized weight loss surgery plastic surgein.
Oh, okay.
So he makes sure that you have shape. So yeah, and a tiny bit.
It is kind of sexist, but I feel like women just know.
I related to her.
Yeah, it's a comfortability thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when you're a weight loss surgery patient, you understand like that our curves just kind of go away. I mean, unless you're Melanie, and then you have like curves for days.
My curves my curves just like popped out. They're like, oh hi, we're here.
No, I have hips. I get a butt.
I got hips.
And here I am with a flat ass. So
I've never had one. It was the curse of my mom. She doesn't have one either.
Yeah. See, my deal is that like
mine.
Hey, I just do a lot of squats. Like because did you work out at all during your journey?
Absolutely not.
Don't worry about it. Okay. See, I think that's the biggest difference though, is like people that are working out after surgery build a lot of more muscle. So you have to make a shape because you're building muscle.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Before my gastric surgery, I worked out a lot and I lived in the gym for months at a time. And that was one thing I told myself going into surgery, that I did not want to go to a gym because I knew that it wasn't going to be something I'd do for the rest of my life.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, at least you were real with yourself.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to continually go to the gym with all the kids and work. It wasn't going to work out for me.
Yeah.
Oh, so we forgot to touch base on that. You had gastric sleeves. No, you had a bypass, or did you have gastric
sleeve?
The sleeve. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. She said VSG.
She did.
It's okay.
But back to plastics.
So, back to plastics. Okay. So you
emailed them all the photos. They brought it back and we're like, hey, this is what we can do.
Yeah. Within a week, she got me my quote. I'd say it was really fast.
Okay.
And so after that, she has a coordinator that emails back and forth with me, and she keeps in contact even still to this day. They'll call or email and send pictures and stuff to make sure you're doing okay. But I scheduled a date, and you have to put down, I think it was $1,000 deposit to schedule.
Okay.
And then that starts everything. They send you so many emails with information and all your prep and everything. And then after that, I just had to make payments and wait until my surgery.
So did you have to pay all, did it all have to be done, paid for by the time surgery was, or can you still make payments?
I think it was 2 weeks before you had to have a big chunk. They told me what it was. And then I had to pay the remainder when I got to Mexico.
Okay.
So it does have to be paid in full by the time.
Yeah, but you can make payments all up until your surgery though.
Oh, good to know.
It helps. It's just something you have to set up with yourself, I guess.
Okay. How far, can you push it out pretty far, or do they only,
So I scheduled mine soon.
Okay.
As soon as I could. So I'm not sure how far they go out.
Okay. I was just curious for somebody that's I want to make payments, and they're saying I'm giving myself 6 months to make payments.
Oh, I bet they would do 6 months. I'm thinking a year, because hers is $13,000 to come out of pocket. Like that's
yeah, it was. Thankfully I had money saved up for just a rainy day, so I didn't have to do that in a short time. But this time around, I'm gonna have to start from scratch.
Okay.
Yes. And save it up again.
So what are the surgeries you want to do next?
I don't even know the names of them, but I think I want to do an upper body lift where they just do a circle around you. But I want to get my boobs done in that process.
Are you going to go back?
I think so. Yeah. Well, I don't think I would. Yeah, I wouldn't do it here. Okay. After going down and going through all that, I would go back.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
I feel like you were going to ask a question, so I stopped. I was like,
I was just waiting. Well, because I want to know more about the story. Like, how did, like, so we've gotten this all done. It's booked. You got your money in. Like, where are we at? Like, you got a bunch of testing done. So
I had to book my flights. They were really cheap, I think, because of the Rona going on.
Yeah.
I paid like maybe $200 for a round trip ticket on Delta, which was not the cheapy airline. So I was like, oh my gosh.
No.
So I booked those like right when I scheduled surgery. I booked those. And then I ended up changing my surgery date because I wanted to go sooner. So I changed it a month sooner.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. And did someone go with you?
Yeah, I took my husband.
Okay.
But he couldn't go into the hospital because of their guidelines with the coronavirus stuff. And then he couldn't visit at the recovery house. So I think we went 4 days early and like touristy things and ate tacos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Mine as well. You're there.
Yeah. And then, so we spent a couple days there together and then he flew home the day after surgery.
Okay.
He kind of just hung out at the hotel like for the night. No, they picked me up that like early that morning and then he hung out the rest of the day by himself and then he went home.
Yeah, because what does recovery look like after surgery for you? Like while you're there, like that.
It was great. I just got really bored. So included in that price, the surgeon owns a recovery house. It's like a 3-bedroom house that's staffed with nurses and nutritionists and stuff. So you get 7 days included at the recovery house.
Oh,
wow.
That's amazing.
And they have like hospital beds. You share a room with like 2 to 3 people.
Wow.
And they just take care of you. They feed you and bathe you and do everything.
Yes, please. Yes.
They have a spa. They have massages, like lymphatic massages. It's amazing.
What the hell?
Wow.
But no wonder you want to go back and do it again. Like, hell yes, sign me up.
Plastic surgery and a spa day.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got kind of bored though after like the first 4 days. I just want to go home.
Yeah. Well, and your husband's not there and you kid, like you're used to a house full of kids. I'm sure it was like.
I was on my phone, I'd say like 90% of the days.
Yeah.
Like watching a movie or YouTube or listening to podcasts.
Yeah. Maybe us. Maybe.
You're the only one I listen to.
Oh, yay. That makes us excited. That does. So you had a great time with recovery. So you got 7 days.
I actually went home a day early. I switched my flight, but I did pay for 7 days.
Do you have to meet like a certain requirement before you can leave? Certain things you have to get done?
I don't think they had any requirements. I don't think you even have to stay, but they highly recommend it. But they do send you home with drains, so it doesn't matter if they're in or not. They took 1 drain out. I had 2. So they took 1 out before I went home, and then I went home with 1.
How does that feel? So how did you feel after surgery? Like when you wake up, like pain-wise, drains-wise, how does that even work? Yeah, I have no idea.
I was in shock when I woke up and I was flat. And I couldn't see underneath my bandage, but I was super flat.
Okay.
So I was excited.
Yeah.
And the first, like, you wake up in the hospital and then they take you to that recovery house, like, later that afternoon. So I spent some time there and I had a lot of drugs, I think, so it didn't hurt too bad.
Okay.
But when I would move, I would feel like some sharp pain or pulling, and that was pretty normal, but I just stayed still.
Okay.
Yeah, I got up like that afternoon when I got transferred to the house. I got up and put my clothes on and walked a little bit, and then they wheelchaired me like outside. It was scary. I felt like I was gonna fall in like 2 pieces. Like, I know that's unrealistic, but
no, but that makes sense.
So you were just stitched back up. Like, how did you?
Yeah.
Did you feel the stitches? Like, how does that work?
I didn't feel. No, they had me on an epidural pain thing, so it kind of went around a circle on your abdomen.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah, so that was one of the cool things that they offered. So that they did that in the recovery house too. So they'd give you an epidural medicine so that it would take away the pain around your incision. So that was really nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool because you don't really think of that, but that's going to be the best way to not be in pain all the time.
Right.
From that.
I mean, how does that, like, when you eat and everything, like, when could you even eat again?
Oh, I ate the same. I think they gave me food in the hospital.
Yeah.
That night.
And it didn't bug you or anything, like, you know.
No.
Okay. Didn't know if it was like if you ate a little bit too much, if it was gonna like
just be painful, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any and all questions that you might think of, like, okay, what would this happen? How would this happen?
I think I was just tired, so I didn't eat a lot. Okay. But I could eat if I wanted to.
Okay. Did you find a difference in like your sodium level? So if you ate more salt, you felt a little bit more bloated, or because I know it's called swell hell.
Yeah. So now I'm swollen this morning. I was going to post a picture on Instagram, but it was I was half naked, so I didn't. But like my lower stomach right above the incision swells the worst. And it looks like I have a food baby.
Oh,
okay.
And I don't track my sodium or anything, so it could be what I was eating or drinking yesterday.
Okay. I was just curious because we had another guest on, Kim, and she definitely noticed a correlation between, like, if she ate more salt, she felt more bloated or more swollen. So I wasn't sure if that was something you would notice.
I noticed if I drink any alcohol, I swell really bad the next day.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what is in that, but probably shouldn't be drinking it either.
Just take the cues from that. Just be like, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't be drinking that at all, but you know.
Yeah, I swell all around my flank area and then right in the front.
Okay.
So are you still swollen from surgery? Because you had this like a couple months ago. So what is your body supposed to do within like a couple days to a couple months? Like,
so she told me right after surgery is what I was going to look like after I heal. Okay. So it was pretty flat and not swollen yet. And then she said around 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 months is going to be the worst for swelling. Oh. And then it could take up to a year for it to go away completely.
Did you say why? Like, what's the cause?
I think it's just like how much goes on in there. I don't know.
The trauma.
Yeah, like the trauma, because my skin is in the middle, like where my belly button is. It's the skin that was on my sides. So like they moved it so far. Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's traumatic in there.
That's what I would think, is that the trauma of it reacts differently.
Yeah.
To it.
Because how does it look now? Are you happy with the look, or?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love my scar.
Yeah.
Yay! That's awesome.
That was one of the things a lot of people are like, ew, like why would you want a big scar up your stomach? I'm like, well, I like it. It's better than having all that loose skin. Because people are going to judge you for the skin or the scar.
Yeah, might as well be happy. Yeah. Yeah, because I've thought about like doing a thigh lift.
I thought about that too, but I've heard it's really painful.
So yeah, I've heard it's really extremely painful, but I hate my thighs. So I was like, well, I mean, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? I don't know. Like, so I go back and forth.
There's a Facebook group for the surgeon for like a waiting room for people that had surgery or that are going to have surgery with her. And there's pictures and people on there that have had thigh lifts. Like if you wanted more information, I would go like read all their stories.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, if you can send us her information, we'll tag so that way we can tag it all when your episode airs, because I know I definitely am going to look into her because it sounds like you had a great time there and they really took care of you.
Yeah, I recommend it like 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Now that I've been there. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a big score.
Yeah. So do you have any like advice for anybody who's going to go through or is thinking about doing plastic surgery?
Plastics. Yeah. The biggest thing for me was have help when you get home.
Okay.
Because I was down. I had to wear a compression garment for 8 weeks.
Oh,
like 24 hours. You could, at first it sucked because it cut into my incision a little bit. I made it work though. I put like pads up there. They give you those.
For those that don't know what a compression garment is, can you explain it?
It's like, I called it a death contraption at first. Like the nurses in Mexico had to kneel on my bed and get like in there to hook the closure on the front of it. It's like a big bodysuit.
Okay.
Mine went under my boobs and kind of like a tank top. And then it went all the way down to my thighs. It was like a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
It had a hole so you can use the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Gosh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
It's
because that would be a pain in the ass to get on and off to go. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and that was something
now, and it still sucks because it's so tight.
Yeah. That was something Kimberly said was to use the Shewee.
Oh, yeah.
I tried. Oh my gosh.
Did you try it?
Yeah, I have one of those and I used it once because I peed all over myself.
Oh no. Dang.
Yeah.
You had a really good experience with her. She was like, oh yeah, I recommend it because you can't really bend after surgery. And so then that way you don't have to worry about it.
Hell yeah. I've been wanting one for years.
I
don't know why I haven't bought one yet.
It did not work out for me. My daughter has one. She loves it.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, because it's for camping. I'm just like, the really good spots, don't have an actual like go pee and potty at. Like, so I'm like, I need a Shewee because I pee on myself every time.
Oh, every single time. I either pee on my shoe or like, it's stupid how.
Well, one time side story was I pee and they always say like, oh, like hold on to like a tree trunk or even like a back of a truck, right? So I hold.
I can already tell.
I take off my pants. I can't do it with pants on, so I just took off my pants.
You took your pants completely off.
I did. Oh. And then I'm holding on to the back of Bradley's trunk bed.
That's when someone drives up.
No, thank God. No, the deal is that where I put my pants. Because
my God,
I didn't realize when I peed, it was like gonna go towards my pants. So by the time I got to my pants, there was pee on it. And I was like, oh my God. So I just yelled for Eric.
That's so embarrassing.
So bad.
Oh my God. First off, you taking your pants completely off is hysterical.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever done that.
Not me either.
Right? Yeah, like you just pull them down to your calves and then just squat.
No, I'm gonna get pee all over.
No, because then you like pinch it in the middle and push them out.
I don't know how to do this.
Apparently we need to have a instructional video on how to pee when you're in the woods.
Okay, I think we might have to make one.
Don't take your pants off, ladies.
Yeah,
we can show you how to do it.
When you do that, then it still gets on my feet because it splashes everywhere.
Yeah.
It does, but I'm just saying.
But now
at least our pee didn't go towards our pants on the ground.
Oh, totally. I was like, babe, give me some pants. He's like, why? And I was like,
I peed on myself.
I got pee all over him.
Oh my God. How have I never heard that story? That is hysterical.
They just pop up, but I remember.
They just pop up. That's what he said. Oh
yeah,
God.
The Shewee ladies.
So when I used that, I had that compression garment on, and I think I used it the day I went home from Mexico, and I ended up peeing all over myself in that garment. So I had to like try to dry this out because I had to fly home, and like I couldn't wash it. It was disgusting.
That sucks.
Oh man, the things that you learn, like
there's lots of perfume involved.
I would imagine. Yeah. What is like the hidden recovery things that you should have to do that most people don't know?
Recovery hacks?
Yeah.
Taking the drain out was the disgusting worst part of recovery.
What is the drain exactly? Explain to me, what is this drain doing?
What is this drain doing?
And where is it?
So I had one in the front of my abdomen, like on the right above my pubic bone somewhere. Okay. And it went across. There's like a tube that goes in the inside of you that collects fluid. Okay. And it sucks it out into the drain.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. I don't know.
It's like a balloon.
Yeah, it goes into the bag. Yeah. It's like a catheter for your body.
Catheter for your insides.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it just reduces all of the fluid, excess fluid, so you don't swell up and get seromas and stuff. Okay. And then I had one across my lower back. So I had two. So they took out the front one. Yeah, because I had a lot of lipo in my lower back. So I guess there's a lot of fluid left over. I don't know.
Okay.
So they took the front one out before I went home because it wasn't producing a lot of fluid. And I think they had like 25 milligrams or less a day. You could take it out. But my back one stayed in when I went home, and my husband had to take it out. And, so
how does that?
That's got to be the weirdest feeling.
How far is that inside you?
So I have a video.
What she said.
I knew it was coming, but I didn't know how else to describe that question.
That was the best one ever. Just FYI. Go ahead, Brittany.
How thick is this drain?
Stop! You can't continue this.
I need to know the dimensions. Just help me out.
Really? Really?
How thick is this tube, man?
So it was like 12 inches long.
See? That's scary. That's a foot.
And it was only like maybe a half inch wide.
Okay. So would you compare it to like a straw?
It was flatter. It was flat, yeah.
Okay.
Like a straw. It had holes all over it.
Okay. What? I want to know.
I have pictures. I'll private message you some pictures. I didn't know if I could post that on Instagram.
I think as long as you preface that it is explicit photos.
I mean, I don't know what kind of photos you have.
I think those are for OnlyFans.
Or just what it is.
Oh my God. You guys, seriously.
It's not our fault.
I have a video too. I can send you.
Yeah, people want to know, like, because they're going to have to do it too. Like, if I go, I'm going to have to take out a drain. I want to know what I'm prepared for.
So I think you could go to your primary and they could take it out, but they don't. It doesn't matter. You can do it yourself too.
Because you just pull on it.
You clip. There's a stitch like on the outside that holds it in place, and then you clip that with like scissors, and then you yank it out.
How'd that feel?
It felt so. The first one that they took out, it came out smooth. It didn't hurt at all.
Awesome.
And the one my husband took out was stuck. So I was like, oh my God. Like, he wasn't trying to hurt me. So he was like scared to pull it. And I'm like, ooh. So it wouldn't come out. And I think the inside piece, that 12-incher, was thicker than the tube.
Okay.
It wasn't coming out of the hole.
Yeah, it wasn't coming out. It's too big.
So he had to he had to pull real hard, and it finally popped out.
Oh. Did it hurt?
It hurt a little bit, yeah.
Kelly Lynn, you're ridiculous.
It's just one after another.
I know.
Oh God,
I love it. I can keep it going, but we're good.
I know.
Yeah, you can watch the video. I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. Because can we post the video?
I don't know. I mean, I don't care if you did. I don't know if my butt's out.
Well, no. So someone was actually recording while your husband was taking the drain out.
Yeah, one of my kids.
Oh, one of your kids was. Okay.
Yeah, they wanted to watch. They're like, let me see.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when you take the drain out, like, how does that work later? Is there a spot like kind of like gets a little like fluidy, like, or puffy, I guess, for swollen in the area? Like,
so I didn't have a lot of fluid coming out of it. It was like a very small amount for 3 days. So that's why we took it out. But I think that it just doesn't produce fluid anymore as you go in your healing process. I think it just slows down.
Because how long are you supposed to have these drains in anyway?
It just depends on how much fluid you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to go under that amount that they require for at least 3 days before.
So once you take out the drain, do you just put a Band-Aid on the spot and you just kind of move about your day?
Yeah, it's just a little tiny spot, like the size of like an eraser, maybe.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a big.
Too big.
Okay.
And I just put gauze on it and like Neosporin until it got a scab, and then it just healed up. Now there's just a little scar.
Okay. So were you in a lot of pain just in general from surgery, like weeks later? I think a lot of people are scared of the pain like that comes after you're home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I cried a couple times on the way home on my flight because I was in so much pain. Okay. And I regretted it a little bit at that point, but once I got home, it was better because I just had a pillow bed and I just laid there for like 4 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
The recovery, some people say that it's not bad if they have to go back to work, but there's no way I could have. I think I was recovering for 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, you had 7 surgeries though.
Well, yeah,
you did a lot of work.
That's a lot of stuff.
In my bed for at least 4 weeks.
Okay.
Wow.
Like I wasn't supposed to do any sort of activity. They said like 10 or 15 minutes up walking at the most, and a couple times a day if you could. But I pushed it a little bit, but it caught up to me by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Do they prescribe any? Went to a longer grocery shop. Yeah, definitely do it. But they don't give you any painkillers, or how does that work?
They sent me home with 2 different ones. One was ibuprofen, and the other one I think was like a Tylenol, but they called it Tylex. But I think it was similar.
So just go back and forth on that.
So I kind of feel like if there was ever a time to give you narcotics, plastic surgery would probably be it. Right?
You don't hear that often.
I would have needed narcotics though.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't that excruciating. It was just soreness.
I was just wondering for like the flight home. Like,
because you even know what they gave me. I just took everything I had. They might have given me something there before I left, but I don't remember what it was.
But you left by yourself, right?
Yeah. They did have a driver that takes you to the airport, and they have a wheelchair service. I signed up for that, so they just pushed you around.
Oh, good. Because I was like, how would you walk around a fucking airport?
No. Yeah, there's no way. No.
Okay. I could not. I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good to know that they have that service like for you.
Yeah.
I think
another bonus for this place.
Another bonus.
I'm liking this place.
Yes.
Yeah, any airline, I think when you book, you can do requesting like assistance.
Yeah, you can.
Like disabilities or something.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because since I have disabilities, I have my chronic illnesses. I usually generally have to sit up in the front of the airplane because then I can stretch my legs and like get up and like walk, move, because if I'm not moving for too long, like my body starts to hurt. And so they always ask me like, do you need wheelchair service?
Gotcha.
When I say that I need.
Yeah. And they don't mind giving it to you. They didn't have any issues.
No, I've always been like, no, I can walk. Even though I probably shouldn't have at certain points, but I told them that when I was there too, even though I clearly shouldn't have been walking. Like I could walk to my seat. Oh no.
They're like, no, you sit there and you wait. Like, okay.
So while you're recouping in your pillow bed for 4 weeks,
I had a
pillow bed.
How does that
stack?
You what?
We went and bought a stack of pillows.
Nice. Nice.
And you just put it on your bed and
I had like some under my arms, under my knees, behind me.
Oh wow.
Well, because she did like a lot like with her back and stuff too.
Yes.
So that makes sense.
So you don't want to move too much.
Yeah.
No.
Did someone help you put the compression thing on you, garment on you? Like how does that work being home and trying to do that?
I tried it, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 after I was home, but my husband was my babysitter.
Yeah.
He helped me get dressed and put my socks on. I had compression socks too I had to wear for a few weeks.
Okay.
That was like 90% compression.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it's basically like you're a tube of compression.
But after the pain went away from it being fresh and like my incisions, the compression was like a protection. I don't know. Like you felt weird when it was off.
Okay.
So you got used to it. And then it was scary taking that off because every time it would swell up a couple days later. So I'd put it back on. And I don't wear it anymore, but it took a couple weeks to get over that.
Well, it's almost like armor. It's like I can move around and do stuff with this thing on, but I take it off, I feel kind of exposed.
Yeah. I would have a hard time taking that off.
Do they say like, does it matter how long you wear it for?
Yeah, they make you wear it, I think 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
And I think
I've seen ladies wear it for a long time. Like they go a year.
Yeah. So do you just like take it off at certain points and wash it, or you have backups, or how did you handle it?
They sell them anywhere really. Like you can get them on Amazon or online. But they sell them at the recovery house too.
Okay.
I didn't buy one. I would just take it off for an hour, like after I shower, or have someone wash it while I was showering. And then
that's a good idea. Okay. Yeah. I was like, I feel like you would almost need a backup, but maybe not. Like,
yeah, a lot of people get a backup. They're just kind of expensive. They're like $150.
Oh, okay.
Per one?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, but you're wearing, but I mean, you're wearing it for 6 to 8 weeks, so it's got to be high quality.
And
I want quality over crappy.
Yeah.
You can get different stages.
I want quality over crappy. I'm sorry.
Like over here, I know. Oh, probably hit my nose on the mic.
All right.
I was a little closer than I thought it was.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Great.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, you can get different stages. Like one for after the first 6 to 8 weeks, then you get one that's not as compressive, so that you can wear it for longer. I don't know why some people don't suggest wearing that tight one for a long period of time.
Okay.
I'm not sure why. I never looked into it.
Okay. That might be a question that we might have to Google.
Is it kind of like a corset, basically?
Yeah.
On your body?
And
just without the boning or anything. Like, it's just,
I'll have to post a picture. I might have a picture of me in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see it. Because like your last photo, I think it was your last update, is I was like, okay, I want to get surgery. Because I've been like on back and forth a lot with it. And like looking at all these people, like I'm like, yeah, I totally like you. I saw your before picture of like how your tummy looked and everything like that, and I was like, they did a fucking amazing job. I was like, hell yeah! Like
she actually showed me. It's one where you were putting jeans on.
Oh yeah.
Was it jeans or was it underwear?
No, I think it was jeans.
It was jeans. I bought jeans from American Eagle, and they were so small, and I put them on and they fit perfect. It was crazy.
What size?
So it's not accurate because their jeans are so all over the place.
Oh yeah.
They were a size 2.
Nice.
And I do not wear a 2. Like I wear an 8.
Okay.
But
it's like the Target Denizen jeans. They're the same way. Like I think when I was I was like an 18 or a 20, and it said that I was a 12.
You're like, that's not right.
I was like, that. Yeah. I'm like, wait, no, that's not accurate.
So you had to have lost weight with just having the surgery. Like how much, do you know how much weight and skin that was?
Yeah, I lost 13.2 pounds of skin and fat mixture.
Oh, wow.
She took as much fat as she could out of me to transfer, but they couldn't do any from my abdomen for some reason because they were taking it off.
Okay.
I don't know. It's something about it dying or like the fat cells not surviving and causing complications. So that's why they wouldn't do any abdominal liposuction until your second or third round when you want to go back.
When you want to go back.
Yeah. So that was another thing I want to do is I want to get lipo to the front because it's still kind of squishy.
Well, squishy.
And then I want to put more in my hips because I have a little bit of dips on my hips. Dips on
my
hips.
You know you want to sing it.
Put your hand up on that. When I dip you, put your up at mine. Right down low and roll and grind.
Oh yes. High five on that one.
Thank you.
Good job. So how long are you thinking until you'll go back and do your next set?
I want to go right now. I just don't have the money.
financially, when do you think you'll go back?
So I don't know. It depends on how much I hustle. So I want to go. It's probably going to be a year, but I hope sooner.
Do you know what the amount is going to be for the next round?
So I'm still not even sure what I want to do. There's a girl in that Facebook group that's getting a second round with upper body stuff, and her quote was around the same price as my first one.
Okay.
But I don't think I want to do my arms. Or anything, because they don't bother me. Just my boobs and like my back boob. So like the lower the body lift or whatever they call that, upper body lift.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think I just want the mommy makeover. I just want the tummy tuck and the boobs done.
Yeah, they offer tons of things. I think that's just her popular thing. That lower body, the royal lower body lift that does everything all at once. But I mean, you don't have to. I don't think you can do whatever you.
Yeah, I feel like you could just say like send a picture and say I want boobs and the stomach flat.
That's right.
And
I got the hips. I don't need it. I got the butt. I'm fine. I just need the skin in the front to be gone. And then like I just want my boobs up.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't even think I want implants. So that's another thing I've been looking into. Because I still have boob. It's just not where it needs to be.
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm like, maybe if since now I know that she does like the fat like transfers, like
I was thinking about that too.
My tummy, put it in my boobs to like because really it's just deflated on the top. I don't know if it's like for you, but like it's just
it's like a raisin.
Yes, exactly like a raisin.
Yeah, you're having the same issue.
Oh, I used to be like a double D and I am like an A. Like there is nothing there. I mean, I think I'm like a B.
I would say you're probably a full B or something.
I'm probably like the low end of a B.
She's touching herself.
I am. I'm touching my boob.
I do it all the time. Yeah, because I was a triple D, a 46 triple D, and now I'm a 38 full C.
Yeah.
It's just like
I don't even know my bra size anymore. I kind of just wing it.
I mean, I'm in sports bras pretty much 90% of the day anyway.
Yeah. 85% of the time I'm either in a sports bra or like a super comfy bra. Yeah. Like I don't wear like lingerie.
I like Victoria's Secret bras I never could fit into, but those are my favorite now. But my boobs just don't stay. Like they try to fall out because there's no like shape there.
Yeah.
I just want that fixed. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, mine do the same thing. Like if I bend over, like sometimes it'll be like falling out, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
get back in there.
You don't leave these things. Like, stay in your bras. Go in your home."
I think I have to grope myself every day to put them back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, adjusting.
Yep. I think that's a normal girl thing though. Yeah, like adjusting your boobs, making sure they look good. Like,
I just want them to stay where they're supposed to be. That's all I have fixed.
Seriously,
I get that.
Well, is there any tips or tricks that you would want our listeners to know before going into surgery and after?
Just have someone to babysit you.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
And make a pillow bed.
Oh yeah. Target or Walmart, it has cheap pillows.
Perfect.
They're like
because you probably don't want them after.
No, right? I gave them to the kids, or I still have one on my bed.
That's funny. You're like, it's a comfort level now.
Yeah.
You've been with me. Okay.
All right. Well, I think
we're good. Yeah. I think we got all of our questions asked. We went through your surgery. Keep us posted if you when you get the next one, because we would definitely like to do a part 2.
I want to know if you guys are going to have surgery. I'm excited.
We will keep you updated. I'm still on the fence. And
I'm down. I think I just need your lady's info, because I'd like to send her like the video and just kind of see what the price range looks like. Yeah. Because if because I don't know what it would cost even if our health insurance would even cover something like that for me. Because I don't have right, like I don't have rashes, I don't have irritation of the skin at all. It's just that the fact of
you just want it flat.
It's just skin.
Yeah.
Loose skin. So
I will probably be a little bit longer because of the fact that I am getting a divorce. So
I'm sorry.
It's I'm good. But yes, but thank you. But I'm projecting like a couple years, I'll probably end up doing something, whether that be, because really the only thing that bugs me is my thighs.
Yeah, maybe we can actually interview her.
Oh yeah, your doctor.
Your
surgeon.
Oh yeah, she might do that.
Yeah, so we can get more people aware of like, hey, don't be scared to leave. Like you can.
You just have to do your research.
Yeah.
And she speaks English pretty well and Spanish.
Awesome.
Great. Okay. Well,
thank you, Brittany.
Thank you. We are so excited, and we will keep you updated as we know, and then you keep us updated as well.
I'll send some pictures and some info.
Awesome. We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
I almost said you too. I'm right here with you. I don't understand.
I love it.
Thank you. Bye.